And it is a victory for your Westlaco East Wildcats, winning tonight by a final score of 41-0. Hello, everyone. I'm Carlos Robledo, along with Mike Gonzalez for the Knapp Medical Center post-game show. And Westlaco East trying to get back on the winning side of district competition tonight, playing against the Brownsville Lobos right here at Bobby Lackey Stadium. Let's go to the highlights in this one. There was a lot of scoring, and right now there's a band practicing in the background, but we're going to go ahead and go through some highlights right now. It started off with a Devin Cantu touchdown to make it 8-0. They went for some two-point conversions early on in the game. That's why it was 8-0 early on in the game. First quarter, Alex Martinez doing it via the passing game. Here he finds Cantu. Great catch, great pass right there, and that would set up another score for the Wildcats. And this is Margarito Pompa running here behind number 75. Great block right there as he stays in bounds and goes in for the score. Another two-point conversion, 16-0. Wildcats with the lead. Now we go to the second quarter, and it's Devin Cantu with a good run right here. We've seen him do this throughout the year, breaking tackles as he goes this time to the right-hand side, runs away from the defenders and pushed out of bounds was Cantu. That would lead to an Alex Martinez play, same drive, and Martinez rolling out, looking for Pompa with the catch, stays in bounds to make it now 24-0. Westlaco East with the lead. Second quarter defensive play, and boy, did that defense come to play tonight. They had the shutout in this game, and they come up with a big interception. Ryan Escamilla, he made the interception. He dropped the ball, picked up a fumble recovery, and is this a pick six, a scoop and score? I'm not sure. Either way, it's 32-0. Westlaco East with the lead at the half. We go to the third quarter now. More Martinez. He had a great game tonight, passing deep down the field, and watch the catch here by Pompa. Was able to stay in bounds. That would lead to another touchdown. Martinez passing this time as he did it through the air, looking down the field, and it's Garcia up in the air, makes the catch, making it 35-0 at that point. A defensive interception for, they made it 38-0 Westlaco East. A defensive interception. This is Gabriel Horta with the interception there in the game. And Westlaco East able also to knock in a field goal to make it 41-0. Westlaco East, the final and this one. All right, Mike, so the Wildcats needed to come up with a victory tonight, and they did, winning tonight against the Lopez Lobos.
Yeah, Carlos.
Now 1-1.
Yeah, and what I like, Carlos, is that they didn't waste any time. I mean, as soon as they got the ball, they ran down the field and had that great drive and scored a touchdown immediately. The defense playing outstanding, did a great job. We saw that Ryan Escamilla highlight there, and Ovidio had a tremendous game, number 13. And the corners, you saw Horta with the interception. And yeah, Carlos, they needed a win like this, Carlos, to bounce back from that tough loss last week. And we saw the same kind of theme last year where they had a tough loss against Harlingen South. And after that, we talked about it in the pregame where they were able to win 5 in a row. So this is step number 1.
Yep.
Step number 1, we still have 4 games left. A lot of football left. A big one next week against Brownsville Veterans, but a good momentum carrying into next week.
And if you watch the Lopez Lobos, I mean, I know they didn't score tonight, but Lobos, they came to play here tonight. So Westlaco East was tested at times. They were driving down the field at one point, and Westlaco East had a great goal line stance.
Yeah, I agree, Carlos. And I mean, I'm looking at the roster here. I mean, there's a number of juniors and sophomores on the team, and the guy that I was impressed with was 22, Eddie Slovak. He had a good game tonight. We don't have any stats in front of us or anything like that, but we saw that he had a number of first downs. The Lobos were able to move the chains, and yeah, Carlos, it looked like there were a couple of drives where it looked like they were going to score some points. They drove it down, but just to give the Wildcat defense credit for making the stops they needed and keeping the shutout intact.
And what about Alex Martinez? Westlaco East is known for running with the football, and they still bring it. That offensive line still dominates. They'll dominate in the trenches. They still have the great running backs, but Alex Martinez this year seems like he's just totally different story. The way he's passing the football down the field, and these receivers are making incredible catches.
Yeah, and what I like, Carlos, is when he moves out of the pocket, how patient he is. He doesn't panic. He's reading the defense, and he'll look at his third, his fourth, his fifth options there, and he made some nice throws down the field, and the receivers were able to make some catches there, and that's what it's all about, Carlos. And we've seen them run the football all year long. That hasn't been a problem, but the passing game, shoot, if they can pass the ball like that, the way they've been passing, you know, consistently, they're going to be a very dangerous offense the rest of the year.
Yeah, and then so next week, you know, if things continue to get critical for West Loco East. They got, you know, one district loss against Harlingen South, but next week they got Brownsville Vets, then they got Donna, and then they move on down the schedule.
And Donna High is an improved team, and as a matter of fact, Brownsville Veterans played Donna High tonight, and we saw that Brownsville Veterans was winning 35-7 at the half. But we know that the Redskins aren't the same Redskins from the past previous years. They're going to be a team that's going to come here to West Loco in a few weeks, and that's going to be a great game. First of all, Carlos, they got to take care of business next week against Brownsville Veterans. And you remember last year the classic game they had here at Bobby Lackey Stadium, and I bet next week is going to be the same kind of game.
All right, I want to correct the score. I said it was 41-0. It was 48-0 West Loco East, because they also had a score late in the game. So tack onto that, Aiden Gonzalez, the backup quarterback, had an opportunity to get us some playing time tonight. So it's good to see that some of the younger folks on the team get some opportunities to play, and he scored a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely, because you never know, Carlos. You never know if something happens that you need to bring that backup quarterback in. And Aiden Gonzalez, baseball player, we know his potential, and I remember seeing him in the scrimmages, and he did very, very well. Just came in and poised and ran the offense, and was able to put his name on the score sheet, score a touchdown. So if he's given an opportunity, I know that he'll have the confidence to come in and lead this offense.
All right, a fun night tonight for West Loco East, winning this game against Brownsville Lopez. We have the band out here. They are practicing. They're getting ready, because when October rolls around, it's band season. The band, they start to get ready for their competitions, and you get to see a great shot of them right there. They'll have competition. The Battle of the Bands will be taking place for the Wildcat Regiment, and then, of course, they'll be going on to Pigskin later on in October. So we want to say good luck to them, to the band. Also, good luck to the cross-country teams.
Yeah,
we had an opportunity, the boys and the girls, to talk to them. They're going to be at the Meet of Champs, which will be taking place tomorrow. So they got to get some rest tonight, and they got to get up early. And then in 2 weeks, they will have district competition. So good luck to the cross-country teams. Yeah,
and just like you said, Carlos, we talked to the members of the boys and girls in the pregame, and they just seem so poised, so confident. And I think them being in the top 10 throughout the year, both the boys and the girls, has to give you a lot of confidence. And then every year, I know Coach Owens on the boys side and Coach Davis on the girls side, they make that trip to Austin, and I think that's critical for them to see that kind of competition and just come back feeling like, hey, we can do this. And last year, I remember in district, they did pretty well. So I know they're looking forward to the district meet, and then hopefully advance after that to regionals and so forth.
October, always a fun time when you're going to West Loco East. All right, we got football, cross country, and the band. All right, that'll do it. For Mike Gonzalez, I'm Carlos Robledo. Once again, thank you for joining us here. Once again, West Loco East wins it by a final score of 48-0. Thanks for joining us here on the Knapp Medical Center post-game show.